This is me, Sheila True Love. As you know, I have my Friday off, so I get to make some videos here. And I'm just listening to a couple of TikToks. I'm going to work on my book later. And this is how many uh, female friends do you have? And I'm listening to this female here who is talking about. I'm using a different camera, so if it doesn't look all that great, then that's pretty much what's going on. Yeah. So I'm listening to her how she talks about women, and this is her viewpoint, which I don't agree a lot with it because listening.
Very important. They said that when they see a woman that doesn't have a lot of women friends, they look at them weird because how could you not get along with the people that are most like you? Though I understand this mindset, we're not going to act like women don't make bad friends because they absolutely do. Let's talk about the women that are jealous of you for no damn reason. And instead of asking you, hey sis, how you do that? Hey sis, how can I get where you are? They'd rather just talk shit behind your back. Let's talk about the women that throw out backhanded compliments or low-key insults because they don't really like you. And then they have you think, well, if that person didn't like me, then why is she always around me? Because you need to keep your enemies close. Talk about the women that hang around you so much that they start looking like you, acting like you, dressing like you. But when any opportunity to break you down presents itself, they absolutely take it. What's wrong, sis? I thought we were twins. The ones that sleep with your boyfriend or the ones that befriend your friend group and try to kick you out of it. Not the friends that'll call you a million times when they need to vent, but when you have a problem, they don't seem to be around. Or that'll call you a million times for favors, but when you need something, they can't seem to pick up the phone. I understand looking at women that don't have a lot of women friends weird, but in all my life, I found 2 good girlfriends and a couple gay men that'll slide behind me, and I'll do the same for them.
Okay, so I hear where she's coming from. You have some females out here who do some really trifling things, but my question is, what about the rotten things that dudes do? What about that? And yet you still keep them. You talk about how you have friends who may sleep with your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is the one that made the commitment to you, and look at how rotten he is. And yet you seem to let that slide. And why is it that every time you get a man in the picture, you take your friends, your girlfriends, all of a sudden, you take them and throw them to the side or put them in the back burner? And then when it blows up in your face, now you're ready to come around and try to call her, where my friends at? How much of a friend have you been? And when it comes to females, it's amazing how I have the same 3 females in my life who has been in my life since we were 16. Teresa, Samara, the one I named my daughter after, and Anna. We've been friends since I was 16. I've already been through what, 2 marriages and was engaged to be married again? Where are those dudes at? Where are they? They're nowhere to be found. And yet my female friends, this is like, we've been friends like forever. Where are these dudes at? And then I keep in mind, I always say this, I keep this in mind. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Venus is the planet of love, nurturing, gentleness, and kindness. Mars, on the other hand, is the planet of destruction. It's the planet of war. It's the planet of destroying things and tearing things down. And when you think about when dudes come into your life, they come into your house, they will tear your household up from the bottom, the middle, all the way to the top. Okay? So this, you think about all the things that these dudes have done to you, and yet you look the other way or you turn the other cheek. But the moment a female do something, you ready to throw her under the bus faster than you can spell. Throw her under the bus. And the reason why, no, I don't trust no female who don't have female friends. No, I don't. Because 9 times out of 10, the reason why they don't have any female friends is because they can't stand to see anyone else shine. And they feel that if she shines just a little bit, just a little, that's taking something away from her. Usually these are very catty females. I don't trust no female who don't have female friends and who say, I don't get along with women. I get along better with men than I do with women. Usually that's because men will blow smoke up their behind, telling them all kind of lies. They just tell you what you want to hear, sweetheart. And guess what? He's telling the next 15, 50, and 100 women the same thing he told you. And like I said, the only reason why majority of these women don't like other women is because they are catty. They feel that you're taking something from them, which is like we know, attention. You have a lot of these females who are nothing but vampires. And I call you a vampire anytime you are an attention addict. And I can tell an attention addict, I can spot them like this: tattoos all over, this kind of piercing, 5 earrings, heels this big, that's damaging your back, ruining your feet. They'll do anything and everything for attention. Those are vampires. And I think if you're wise as you get older, you're supposed to get wiser and recognize those attention addicts when you see them and stay away from them. And the reason why I recommend that very highly and very strongly is because they are draining. No matter how much attention you give them, it's never enough because they're bottomless pits. It's never enough. And you have a lot of these females out here. The reason why they want to be married and they want to have a man, they got to have a man, even though they complain about them. They're narcissists. They're no good. They're cheaters. They're this, they're that. My question is, so why is it that you feel you can't be happy or fulfilled unless you have one? So what does that tell me about you? Okay? But the reason why you have so many females who want and feel they can't be happy unless they have a dude is because these are women who they live for drama, dysfunction. If they don't have a man in the house, who are they going to fuss with, argue, and fight with? They have to have somebody to complain about. Now, why would anyone in their right mind or anyone who's emotionally and mentally healthy, why would they choose drama, dysfunction, fussing, fighting, being cheated on, jeopardizing your health and your life, herpes, HPV, all kind of STDs they can infect you with? Why would you choose that over peace, tranquility, joy, freedom? There's nothing like freedom, darling. Once you get a taste of peace, let me tell you, I have peace right now, and I'll do anything to hold on to it. I will fight. I will do whatever I have to do to hang on to my peace. You know why? Because I am mentally and emotionally healthy. After I went through my trauma, PTSD, I was smart enough to put the work in. I went into counseling. I did 5 sessions with a female, and I did 5 sessions with a man. Okay, so I can be well balanced. After speaking with me, they told me I was very well adjusted. Yeah, because I'm not lazy. I will put the work in to heal myself. We've all had traumatizing and bad things happen to us in life, but you have to be willing to put the work in instead of doing the blame game and all of this nonsense. It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat now. It's your job and your responsibility to heal yourself and do whatever it takes. I joined support groups. I found myself a home church. I went into codependency groups. I went into infidelity groups. I went into all type of groups. And most importantly, I went to counseling, therapy. And I didn't want to deal with social workers or counselors or therapists. I wanted to deal with a psychologist. You have to have a PhD behind your name in order for you to deal with me, Sheila True Love. So that's what I did. I put in the work instead of complaining. If the men are so rotten and so no good, why in the world do you insist on having one and being with one? Let's make sense out of this. I don't like abuse. I'm not going to have nobody disrespect me or abuse me. You know why? Because I don't deserve it. And because I don't go around making it hard for no man. I don't abuse them. I don't. And that's why I don't tolerate it. And I'm not a female who I could deal with drama and dysfunction. I can't do it. I can't handle it because I have way too many things that I'm trying to achieve and that I'm trying to accomplish. I don't have time for the bullery. I don't have time for it. But like I said, you have so many people out here who are emotional train wrecks, and they're too damn lazy to put the work in to heal themselves, so they much rather complain or talk about how horrible women are. But baby, women haven't done half of what these dudes are doing to these women today. Making babies with other women, totally making a freaking mockery out of marriage, polyamory and three women. You know what I'm saying? All type of this. These women are with these narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, borderline personality. But yet you see how hard these women just don't take my word for it. Okay. Go on your YouTube and go to divorce court. Check it out for yourself. Check it out for yourself and look at how hard these women are fighting to hang on to these no good, toxic relationships. This is Sheila True Love, truly loving you. Goodbye for now.